Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you guys with a video that I should have probably uploaded the first 2 weeks of January, but we're doing it anyway. It's gonna be done before the end of January. Anyway, I'm gonna be talking about my 2017 most favorite items, makeup of course, and I have a bag full. Anyway, I have a bag full of stuff here of things that I used all year long. We're gonna start off with pretty much the order that I do my makeup in. I don't have any skincare products here. I might just do a skincare video down the road of things that I use. I try not to change up the game too much. I just do what works, especially on my dry ass skin. So I'm gonna start off with my bases, aka my primers. Now these are items that I've been using as primers the whole year, and of course the first one is my Becca backlighting primer. This is my third or fourth bottle. I just love this stuff. I actually recycled one of the bottles and I use it for my Nivea aftershave balm, which I actually haven't used as much as I have used my Becca backlighting primer, which is almost done. But I use other primers as well, so that's why it's not finished just yet. As you guys mostly know, or if you don't know, I have dry, sometimes combo, normal skin. So sometimes it's really normal, it's just plain, blah blah, but for the most part it's dry. I used to have extremely dry skin and that just got better with age. Like me. Next thing here is my MAC strobe cream. I have been obsessed with this. This is the little baby one, but this, I've been obsessed with this for the last maybe like 4 months. I've been doing my makeup when I don't feel good in bed. So I'll just have a little baggie full of all the goodies that just to do a quick face. And I've been using this as a moisturizer almost and as a primer, and I just love this. This is old school. I know some of you guys don't shop at MAC, and that's do you boo, but I still love my MAC strobe cream. It is the OG. Speaking of strobing, this is the Danessa Myricks hydrating lotion. This is the Prism FX hydrating lotion. It is very similar to this strobe cream. It is a little bit more creamier. It is a hydrating lotion, but I use it as a primer as well. And as you guys can see, I have loved it a little bit. I only use one pump because it gives you quite a bit of product, and I love this. It definitely reminds me of my Becca backlighting primer, but with mixing it. Like if I mix these two together, I would get this. So I love Danessa Myricks as a human being, as a creator of her brand, and just as a makeup artist. I truly adore her. So I of course love this. So yeah, duh. Okay, now for base, for my foundation, I have 3 favorite foundations. I have a lot of good foundations that I make work all the time, but I have 3 that I just used up and I could not put down, and I would alternate between the 3, and it's another 3. So the first one, if y'all don't know, this one's crackly. I do have a backup. This is my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. Hands down the best drugstore foundation for my yellow ass skin. Like for my skin tone, 204 is like the perfect match. I don't know, sometimes it runs a little neutral, sometimes it runs just right, but the 204 in Natural Buff is my shade. Of course, I have issues with brands because they just, especially with drugstores, it's kind of hard for some of them to do an extensive shade range. So I hate that this doesn't have an extensive shade range. This is definitely something I would recommend. Even if you have oily skin but you like a more luminous foundation, the Infallible Pro Glow Foundation is, I don't know what they did with this, but if they put unicorn tears in here or what, but I love this foundation hands down, and I don't know if I can part with it. Next one I've been absolutely loving, and when I was really sick, because I've been pretty sick for the last few months on and off, it has been The Ordinary. It's kind of jacked, like I can't even believe I even, anyway, whatever, at least you know it's used. This is the Ordinary Serum Foundation in the shade 2.0 Neutral. This has been a lifesaver. I had the worst dry patch around my nose, and I mixed these two together, and it was like the perfect combination just for my skin. It wasn't like super high coverage. It was just it's an amazing foundation. The shade range is a little, I can't tell, but whatever. I bought it online from The Ordinary direct. I don't know if Beautylish is now selling the foundation. And another MAC product, I just don't know. when they came out with it, I have the best luck with products that I pick up for the most part. It's a product that I like gravitate towards, and I feel like it just would work. I don't know if I've just put it out in the universe just right and it just works out, but it definitely does. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Foundation. Oh my God, I'm in the shade NC30. I could probably go up a shade here and there every now and again, but I'm in the shade NC30. I freaking love this foundation. When I'm going out, if I'm doing like an event or if I'm going out to a bar or whatever, I would wear this one. This is pretty waterproof. I mean, it's a good foundation. It's not full coverage, but it's a medium to full coverage foundation. This and the MAC Pro Longwear concealer go hand in hand sometimes. It's not my most favorite concealer right now because of my age and the dryness that I get under the eyes, but it's a really beautiful concealer with the foundation. They just work beautifully together, but this foundation right here is dope. I love that it comes in a tube, just like I actually mixed these two together one day and I had a little girl-gasm. Okay, I did. I really did. Now for concealers, I have this one. I don't know how I feel about it because I'm kind of, it's like a love-hate relationship, but this is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Concealer. I hate the shade range on this so bad, and I noticed that when you've had these for a little bit, like say I opened this up and I started using it maybe like 3 weeks later, even though I'm still using it, I start getting that burning, like light burning. I'm not very allergic around that area, but they start burning a little bit. But nonetheless, these are products that I've been using nonstop for the last at least 6 months straight. Even if it's alternating one day here, one day there. It is actually a really beautiful finish. I was trying to compare it to the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, but it's there. It's just not there as far as it feeling like the way it feels on the skin. But if you're very, very fair or you're very, very dark, you're not going to get a shade in this. And it's upsetting because if you make decent products, make a decent shade range. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get what's so hard, but whatever. Anyway, so these are alike right now. My most favorite concealer of 2017, and it is my ColourPop concealers. This is the, well, this one's running out. This is about to hit the empties bin. This is the ColourPop No Filter concealers. I have the shade Tan Deep, I have the shade Medium, and then I have this one which is light neutral. So I have 15, I think 20, and then 55 to contour. This is very, I don't like the tone of this one too much. This one right here is my favorite. Like, you don't need much of this one to contour, but this one right here is my favorite. I love it. It goes on really light at first. It's crazy because it looks extremely light at first under my eyes, and then it does oxidize. It just does something. Well, it becomes more neutral and just gives me that perfect brightness under the eyes that I'm looking for. Like right now, I placed that under my eyes with my other like this combo is legit. The Wet n Wild concealer. This one's in the shade Light Medium Beige, 841B. And I definitely think I can go a little bit lighter, just the one shade down to try it out. But I definitely will repurchase this shade as well because I love the way it looks under my eyes, especially when I don't need something that's too brightening. Now, this concealer has a very similar, a little bit, I don't want to say thicker, but it has the same type of coverage as the NARS Creamy Concealer. I'm gonna say it. I'm not saying that it's a legitimate dupe. I'm just saying that if you have both, try both and see how you like them. Maybe even mix them together, but try both and see how you like it. My tried and true, of course, has always been my Naked Skin Concealer. This has made it, I think, to a favorites a few times. I still love it. My light neutral shade. This definitely gives me just the right amount of coverage when I need it, but I think these two have won me over, so I can do without right now. So I usually set under my eyes, right? So usually when I set under my eyes, you guys know my Airspun, my Coty Airspun is one of my favorite powders till this day. This is translucent. This is probably my second jar this year. I don't use much. It just looks like a lot. And also my RCMA No Color powder, which I don't have the big bottle of, but I have it in a little Laura Mercier thing. I have it in my kit though. Sometimes I steal from my kit and I put it in here because I don't got time to be sitting there shopping all the time or the money. Then once I set my face, my favorite setting powder has been the Maybelline Fit Me loose finishing powder. This is in the shade 20 light medium because I am like a light medium. I'm definitely not light. This powder right here, I only cut half of the plastic because I know it gets messy. This is an amazing powder. This is definitely a dupe for the Laura Mercier translucent powder, except this is not translucent. This does come in a good variation of shades, so if you're a little darker and a little lighter, you could definitely find a shade close to you. And you could definitely find a shade that at least set under the eyes if you're dark tone or dark skin. So I feel like for drugstore, I have a lot of drugstore products here actually. Except for palettes. So yeah, so far this has been like my favorite setting powder compared to my Dream Wonder, which these both are my favorite powders of 2017. This one I hit pan in, it's just too much. You just hit pan so quickly. Here I'm in the shade, this one's 40 Nude. Okay, so for brows and eyes, we're just gonna focus on this area right here. I'm not wearing a lot of makeup anyway. Of course, my Inglot number 77 liner has been bae forever and a day. Nothing's changed. I usually re-wet my liners with the Inglot Duraline drops, which are right here, and then I mix it in and I can renew my eyeliners like nobody's business. You can do it with brow pomades. You can do it with your like I did with my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. I added my Inglot drops, which is actually a favorite of mine, so that's why I'm talking about it. So then you just stir it around and you get a brand new product, you know, brand new. You can use it for months on end, and then when it dries up again, do it again. Unless you want to buy a new product, then do you. So for brows, I have two favorite items. The first one is a pencil. It has been the Absolute New York Perfect Brow Pencil. Hands down, this has lasted me the longest, and I still... Oh no, I was gonna say no, that's it, that's all I have left of it, so I have to go repurchase. But this has lasted me so long and I still have a few brows worth of it. But I love this. I don't know why. I think I got the shade, I want to say it was charcoal or something. No, this is Black Noir. It's actually a really beautiful liner, and I think I paid $2 or $2 to $5 for it. Let's just, because I don't remember, I bought 2 of these and I've only used up these 2 for the year, so that says a lot. Of course, I love my Essence Make Me Brow. This has beat the Benefit Gimme Brow crap by 110%. I cannot stand the Benefit Gimme Brow. I don't care. If you like this product, that's you. Great for you. But I'm talking about for me personally, I hate it. It starts stinking the moment you open it. I have had this for about 6 months. I don't smell anything on it. I have these in my kit. I have a few of these in my kit, a few of each shade, because it only comes in like a taupe and then the brown. And oh my god, this does have the same exact formula, probably better, and it just doesn't stink, and it just doesn't feel like you just spent $23, $24 on nothing that's gonna last you for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just gross. I've repurchased the Benefit Gimme Brow millions of times, at least 4 times, and every single time I'm more and more disappointed. And then I found this bad boy right here, and I ain't going back. Essence, you did that with the Essence Make Me Brow. Love it. Of course, the Dip Brow Pomade is one of my favorite products ever. I almost dropped it. I have been using and loving the shade Granite. I have that on today. Love Granite. It is the perfect shade. I think when they first released, I don't think Granite was part of the original color selections, I want to say. I don't remember. But I'm so glad I picked this up last year. Last year? No, the year before. So I'm like elated at this. My first favorite bronzer of all time is going to be the MAC bronzing powder, and this one's in golden. Was it? Yep, golden. This is my first bronzer that not this one, but this is the first bronzer that I ever bought from MAC, and that was like 12 years ago. I want to say 11, 12, 13 years ago. And you don't see much of it, but it gives me for my skin tone, it gives me the nicest, warmest, just bronziness without being too much. They do have a golden version that has way more shimmers to it. I don't know if it's golden something, I don't know, extra golden, I don't know what it's called, but I love this bronzer. It's one of my most favorite. Now, you guys already know this is bae right here. So the best invention to man right now is womans that love makeup, is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. This has been my baby for about 2 years now, and these two right here. And I haven't hit pan yet because I kind of like to go around to like not hit pan because I have a thing for hitting pan. Like I feel like I have to automatically replace it when I see it. I don't know, I'm weird like that. I use all 3 shades. This one I definitely use for contouring of the crease of my eye and this double chin. Today I used this one on my cheekbones, and then I mixed these two and a little tiny bit of that one for under my double chinchilla here. And I love this powder. I mean, I know that she, I think, sells them now individually, but I love it. If you need something for your kits where you can get a little bit of variation, or I think you can customize it now, definitely go for the Kat Von D powders. Immaculate powders. Love it. Can you guys guess what my favorite highlighting palette is? Or nah? So I'm not sure if you can figure out what my favorite highlighting palette of 2016 and 2017 were, but I love her so much. I love my Nicole Guerrero, Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. I actually, this doesn't look beat up. I use this every other day, at least every other day. Today I didn't use it. I was trying out a different highlighter, but this highlight that I have on is almost exactly like my Forever Young, which is not that far off, guys. Whoever created the formula is actually just amazing. It looks glittery, but it doesn't come off that way on the skin. On me, it just kind of melts. Of course, once you spray it, you're good to go. Anyway, my favorite palette, all 6 shades are on point. This is going to be in my will and testament, this bad boy right here. And for highlighting creams, as far as that goes, my Danessa Myricks Illuminating Veil, and this one's in the shade Serenity. As you guys can see, you don't need much of this, and I've been using it. I use it for clients as well, but I use more of the other shades. Serenity is actually my favorite on my skin tone. It's this beautiful champagne, like golden. Oh, these individual shadows right here have just been my favorites. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and omit something that I'm not using. These are the Cassette shadows. These are the individual shadows. These are the infinite shadows, and they're gorgeous. They're absolutely amazing shadows. I have 13 of them, I think. Whatever. I love Soul, Accent, and Jet. These are great for everyday looks, and trust me, the lightest amount you need, you can make a full face and do a good, nice little light smoky eye with it, or go big or go home. Amazing shimmers. I love these shadows individually. I think they're like 11 bucks a piece. You can hit up the Cassette site if you're interested. If you're not, totally understand. So it is what it is. I'm not discussing any drama on here. The next eyeshadow palette that I absolutely love is my Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia. This definitely gives me the sexiest, ready, smoky, natural eyes. Love it. I'm looking forward to her other palettes that are coming out. I know that there was some debacle throughout the year with the palette. I have the Self Culture palette, which I still use. Oh, yeah. I love that palette. I love my Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. This is a palette that was done right. Everyone upholds Anastasia Beverly Hills brand to this palette formulation. Now for just neutrals, mattes, whatever. I've been loving my Sola Look Cosmetics Flash Dance palette. One, the packaging is just easy. I grab it and go. I've taken this to travel. I love this palette. It has 4 pretty neutral, warmish, and a cool tone matte colors. These are all gorgeous shades. I use them all the time. You could definitely build them up. This one right here, Alex, is the perfect transition shade for me. I even used it to contour my nose one day and it was dope. And I just love all these shadows. I could definitely pull through with like a very simplistic look. I just like half-ass swatched it. I've done a review on Sola Look before. This is a Latino owned brand. It is amazing. I love this palette. I think this might still be available on their site. I'll leave a link down below though, because I want you guys to check it out and support the indie brands. All right, guys. So for, oh my God, I forgot to talk about this. My other favorite highlighter. Oh! Can anyone guess what highlighter this is? Anybody? Anybody? And it is the Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop highlighter. I love this highlighter. If I need something golden and I just want to go for something real quick, I'll grab Champagne Pop. And I'm not complaining. I'm a happy girl. I'll spritz my face and I'll add it onto my face and I get the most beautiful, intense glow. If you want something more subtle, you can definitely apply it dry. I always set it, of course, with my spritz. And that's that. So I love this Becca highlighter. I think this is, I have a few of theirs. I still think that this is my favorite and it's the best made one, if that makes sense. Individual glitters, maybe let's talk about that real quick. These, I mean, I think these came out, of course, in 2016, whatever time they came out. I've been using the shit out of these for the whole year of 2017. I have been loving Kitten Karma and Rose Gold Retro were my first two babies that I got. And you know what, because I know y'all want it. I know y'all want the swatch. I know y'all want the swatch. I mean, this is Rose Gold Retro. And this is Kitten Karma. I mean, holy crap on a cracker. I've used this product on pretty much most of my brides this year. My daughter, for her prom, I used Diamond Dust on her eyes. Phenomenal. Like, phenomenal. You get the easiest glam eye look. Like, I even saved the box on some of them, but I just started chucking them. This one's Smoldering Satin, which I got later, and I haven't used, I think I used once, actually, and I love it. I love it, but I keep forgetting to just reach for it because I have it in its box. So now it's out of the box, so I'll use it. Stila did that. Stila did that. Put a base on your eyes, just for ha-has, a sticky base. Apply this, and then wait a few seconds, and then you could blend it out a little bit on the outer corners so that it looks a little bit more blended. Or you can just pop this in the inner corner and call it a damn day. I love, love, love the Stila Magnificent Metals, the palette that took the cake for the entire 2017 for me. And I'm literally, she came into the game very late, at least in my eyes. But when I kid you not, I have used this palette. I stopped using it just of recently, but I have used this palette every day for the last, I want to say like 30 something days. Is my BH Cosmetics It's My Ray Ray palette. This palette came to me, I remember doing the review to it, and it came to me shattered, and of course I tried to fix it, and then it shattered again, so I'm not even messing with it anymore. It just is what it is. They did send me a replacement, and I gifted it to my daughter, so I'm not even gonna front. I gave it to my daughter because I felt like I could do without right now, and I felt like my daughter needed a beautiful palette like this, and that says a lot because one, their customer service was amazing, and two, the shadows on this. Holy shit, like I paid $22 for this palette. And I am like in love. Like, granted, I can't use this shade right here for contouring, but I use this for bronzing and contouring. I use this for setting all over my lids. I use these three highlights. I use this all over my lids. Like, and you can mix this one and make a little mix. Every single one of these eyeshadows are absolute perfection. I have no problems with any of these shadows besides the black one because it's shattered, and I don't really reach for it because I don't want it crumbling all over the place. So I do reach into it just very lightly. This palette was bomb. I swear to God, BH, if you ever see this, I am so impressed with just this palette alone that I am now a BH Cosmetics enthusiast. Like, I love BH Cosmetics now. Now for lips, I must say that I've been using, like for gloss, it's been my Anastasia of Beverly Hills Kristen lip gloss. This is just a gorgeous lip gloss. I'm not going to swatch it because I have glitter all over my... It just smells good to me too. It doesn't smell like anything too much. It smells a little sweet, but I love this Kristen lip gloss. It feels amazing on the lips, hands down. It is gorgeous. And for lipstick, my favorite one has been Veronica, which is actually a pink, which I'm not really too much into pinks like that, but it is the perfect mauve pink. Rude. For liquid lipsticks, I have three that I've been loving. One of them is my NARS. I didn't take it out of the box. It's my Get It On liquid lipstick. It is the perfect peachy nude, because we're all about peachy nudes here. It is my perfect peachy nude. I absolutely love it. I'm just trying to breeze through these. For my favorite red, it's got to be my 930B Missy and Fierce. This is the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit. Absolutely perfection. I could have worn it today, actually. It would have been popping. But love this red. And my Stila Beso that I misplaced. Now for my favorites, grade, it's gotta be the Lip Bar. This is black owned company. They're gorgeous. The Lip Bar, this one's called Man Eater. This one is like my perfect grade shade. It's very vampy, very dark. Ugh, I don't want to swatch it because I have glitter everywhere. Let's do it on my thumb. That right there. I don't have it on my lips today. This is something else. This is a Black Radiance lip. Tutorial coming soon. And yeah, this is like the perfect liquid lipstick color for me. I love these grade shades. Now if they make a peachy nude, I'm gonna be all for it. As far as mascaras go, I mean, I beat the shit out of both of these. This is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, and this is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I am on the fence. I kind of sometimes love this one more, and then sometimes I love this one more. So it's like, ugh, I clearly have chewed it up. This one's a lot more drier formula, and it definitely just attaches to my lashes so much better with less effort. But this one's still a tried and true favorite. So I love it. I love these both equally, but it is what it is. So anyway, guys, I know this is probably a very lengthy video. I'm not sorry. You guys thought I was going to say I'm sorry. I'm not. As of 2018, I'm not sorry for anything I say and do. I'm not sorry that this video is lengthy because I love you guys and I love talking to you guys. So yeah. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for my favorite makeup of 2017. I hope you guys like this video. Please thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, I will see you guys in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.